You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
When Geddy Lee talks about music, it feels like a masterclass in rock history. The legendary Rush frontman and bassist isn't just another musician who came out of the 1970s. He's one of the few whose playing and perspective permanently changed the way people hear the bass guitar. Yet for someone with such influence, Lee's own heroes often take center stage in his stories. And recently, he shared the album and song that he believes define the very essence of rock and even the birth of heavy metal. Growing up in Canada during the height of the British invasion, Geddy Lee was completely captivated by the wave of music coming from across the Atlantic. While many of his peers were obsessed with the Beatles or the Kinks, Lee found his greatest inspiration in The Who. The combination of Roger Daltrey's fiery vocals, Pete Townshend's explosive guitar work, John Entwistle's thunderous bass, and Keith Moon's chaotic drumming hit him like lightning. For him, The Who weren't just another British band. They were the embodiment of rock's raw power and unfiltered creativity. Lee has often said that The Who's 1971 album Who's Next is, in his eyes, the greatest rock album of all time. He once described it as a perfect example of a band finding its rhythm and pushing past its limits. Though it may sound dated to modern ears, the record's intensity and craftsmanship have never faded. Lee explained that every track on Who's Next feels timeless, saying, "That album embodies all the best things about rock and roll. Great songwriting, great playing, almost every tune is a classic." What especially resonated with him was Townshend's approach to power chords, particularly in Won't Get Fooled Again. Lee called it, maybe the greatest power chord ever recorded, even suggesting that Townshend may have invented the concept altogether. That kind of ferocity drove Lee to shape Rush's own sound, intense, intricate, and emotionally charged. But Lee's admiration doesn't stop with The Who. He also holds deep respect for the Beatles, particularly Paul McCartney's often overlooked bass playing. When speaking about the song Taxman from Revolver, Lee called it heavy metal before heavy metal existed. He argued that McCartney's bold, driving bass line and the song's aggressive tone laid the groundwork for the genre years before bands like Black Sabbath or Led Zeppelin appeared. It's fascinating to hear someone of Geddy Lee's stature reflect on the giants who influenced him. From The Who's defiant spirit to the Beatles' musical daring, these artists didn't just inspire Lee, they helped shape Rush's distinctive energy and creativity. And in a way, through Lee's music, their influence still echoes on stages and through speakers all over the world. Stay subscribed for more videos.